Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, can you hear me? Now it's okay? Yes, hello. Okay, great, great, great. Sorry. Um, the settings were not good. I was saying that yeah, hope you're doing well. Hello, everybody. Um, yeah, this is the last day. Hope you had fun this week. You learned a bunch of stuff. Um, hello, Omkar. There's people um coming in. Um, so yeah, hope you had fun. You went to some streams. I can see some familiar names. Uh, so much familiar names. I'm really happy to see you again here. Uh, so yeah, this is one of the live streams. There's some more cool streams coming today. Um, there's I think there's one from David Vignac. He has a minivan and okay, so what are we going to do today is an introduction to open source and how to contribute. And we will cover some bunch of different topics. Like, first of all, what is open source? How it works? Why it's really cool to get into open source? Let me get this small again. So, why do you need to start um, contributing to open source projects? And yeah, first of all, we will explain what is open source, advantages, as I said, and then we will get a GitHub overview, like a brief introduction to GitHub and its role in open source projects. Um, we will get into GitHub terminologies like repositories. What is a repository? A repo? A lot of people already know, but sometimes some people are confused. Like they don't know the difference between a repo, a project, and what is the difference between an open source repo and a private repo and all that stuff. Issues, how issues work in GitHub, pull requests, how branches work, how to commit changes to other people's projects with improvements and all that stuff, and the importance of version control and collaborative development tools as GitHub. We will be using primarily GitHub. There's some other version control tools as GitLab. So yeah, and then we will go through some different projects and see what to look for um, at the time of choosing a project to contribute to. For example, let's say you're a junior or I don't know, you finished college or you started college and you want to contribute to other open source projects just to master your coding skills and then um, get a job or something. So yeah, we will just get some tips to evaluate if a project is convenient for you or not. Because a lot of people get into like really complex open source projects with a bunch of stuff. Hey, hello, Geoffrey. How you doing? Hope you had fun this week. So, as I was saying, there's a lot of people that get into really hard, like open source projects. Like they say, okay, this is my first open source project. I will start contributing to. Okay, I have a question. How to contribute as a machine learning learner? We will get into that soon. So, thanks for pointing that. Okay, as I was saying, there's a lot of people that say, okay, this is my first open source project. I will get into Bitcoin. Okay, so they just clone the Bitcoin repo or the Ethereum repo and trying to make changes. And I think that's quite well. If you're really, really, really good at programming and understanding code and all that stuff, maybe that works for you. But at least for me, it didn't work the first time. So we will get into that, how to look for projects that you like, that you know how to contribute to. Like, you know, you know the basics or some advanced coding skills with I don't know if it's a JavaScript open source project. At least you have some touches of JavaScript. And yeah, so yeah, that's basically the first two parts of this, and then we will make an example um, of how to contribute a real project, like create a branch, make some changes, make a pull request, get some interaction with the pull request, get some comments, some issues, put some issues, and finally make a merge to the master branch of our changes that we contributed. It will be a private project that I have, or uh, public one, so you can get like this instant feedback. Sometimes when you open up a request, it will get reviewed for some people, and it may take some hours or even days. So just to make it more interactive, we will be doing it this way. So then we will get into collaborative workflow, like how to choose which tasks to work on, how to set the issues, how always, like, from the issue to the deployment process will work with some random people that you don't even know, and some good practices, like with ticketing and all that stuff. So yeah, and then we will get into the Q&A, so you can ask any question. By the way, sorry, I had some. Sorry. Okay, so we'll get into the Q&A. By the way, you can still ask questions here. I'll get to respond them as soon as possible. So yeah, what's open source? Okay, let's get into that. Open source basically refers to a software project that's source that whose source code is made freely available to the public, allowing anyone to view it, edit it, like make changes and all that stuff. Okay, I thought it was a question. That clueless. We will get into that. Um, and these projects are developed collaboratively by communities, and they exchange knowledge by this project. Sometimes it's a private project, like what X did with their I think it was the recommendation algorithm. They make it open source. For example, Google or Meta, they have also open source projects, so people can develop and get their hands with them. And yeah, there's some things to consider in open source projects. For example, the license. Okay, open source. The project code is related. Is released under a license that permits users to access it, modify it, and distribute the software itself. There's some common licenses, including the MIT license. Let me. Okay, if you ever saw this, probably you've seen this license somewhere in a repo or some. Let me just get the chat here. Okay. Have you seen this license before? The MIT license. That means that okay, so here you can see the permissions. It's commercial use, modification, distribution, private use. So yeah, there's some limitations, like the warranty or the liability, because we're not responsible for that. But at least you can add this license to your open source project or other services project. This is the most important, well, not the important one, but one of the most common ones. There's another one called GNU, Journal of Public License, the GPL Apache license. Probably you've seen Apache license too. Let me see if we can change this. Okay, so you can put this here, and you can get some more information, detailed information. But yeah, this is one of the most common licenses. So the second thing will be transparency, allowing someone to access the project, the source code. It's really transparent because you can see deep down if you read the code, obviously. you can get deep down into the source of every function, everything that it does, and it's really transparent. Because, for example, um, let's say the recommendation algorithm of YouTube, we don't know how it works. We just get into YouTube and we get some random videos. Sometimes we like them, sometimes we don't. But probably you'll like them because they know that videos will be interesting for you. So how does YouTube knows what I will like? That's the algorithm. Twitter made it public. We'll check that. Uh, Twitter, GitHub. You can just go to any. Hello, Arivapa. Arivapa, how you doing? Where are you from? I don't know. I don't know if the name is your name or. Okay, they call it the algorithm. Source code for Twitter's recommendation algorithm. Okay, so this is Twitter, the official GitHub, and here you can see the algorithm, the recommendations algorithm, how it works. This you see here, like all this description and all that stuff, is the README. Okay, it's probably you know that, but just to point it for people that don't know, it's basically a file with all the description of your program, what it does, how it works, how to install it, uh, all the different things you want to explain. So here we can see some pictures. It says, okay, blah blah blah. This is how it works, the algorithm, and all that stuff. And as you can see here, there's 30 comments 3 weeks ago. This was the last one. And if you go here, you can see the comment itself and all the changes they made into this comment. We will get into that in a while, but yeah, this is basically just an example of an open source project that came from a private company. It's my name, and I'm from India. Great. Arivapa. That's a cool name. I like that. Okay, so one of the third point will be community driven development. Let's call it like this. So basically, are typically developed and maintained by communities of volunteers. Okay, um, okay, they're volunteers, but actually, you can make money with open source projects. There's a couple of ways. Okay, at least as I know, there's the first one will be just work for free, okay, but instead you get experience basically. And when you go into someone's GitHub and you apply for a job, they will automatically go to your GitHub and see, okay, this person did these contributions this year. Let's see which projects contributed to this. Sometimes you get some badges here, some achievements from GitHub. Like, I don't know, maybe if you contributed to 3 open source projects, so you did like 3 pull requests, they will give you a badge, and companies will see that and will you'll have more opportunities to get in to the company. Okay. You have a question. How to get first achievement? Okay. There's some. Let's see. Okay, I got this one, for example. If you go, you want it, you merge it. Okay, this, I think it's okay. Maybe when you make when you make a comment and you merge that comment into a project, or you make some change and someone just get your change into the master branch, and you get your change deployed. And this is pull shark, open pull requests that have been merged. Okay, so this is the merged one. You want it, you merge it. I don't know exactly. Merge without the review. Oh, okay. Maybe it makes something. How to revert back previous in GitHub GUI? What do you mean by revert back? Can you explain that, please? Okay, we'll get into that question later once you. How to get okay. So and this one is this achievement here you can see. It's open pull requests that have been merged. It's the same one I explained before, but it's not this one. It's this one. So you can see here the pull request, and this is Arctic Code Vault contributor contributed code to 3 repositories in the 2020 GitHub achievement program. Okay, so this is because GitHub did this what it's called, this thing in the North Pole. I don't know what it's called. Preserving open source software for future generations. They just took some repositories and made save them there in case of the world just finishes. It's called Arctic Vaults or something. Mm-mm. Yeah, it's this one. Probably you've seen this before. They have a lot of planes and stuff like that instead of a meteor just hits the planet. And yeah, you can probably you can just there's maybe some website just type repo achievements and you will get all of them and you will see how to get them. So how to revert commit previous in GitHub UII. Okay, so to revert. Okay, we'll get into that. I will know this. Okay, just to get into that. How to contribute as a beginner. Okay, we'll get into that soon. I'm just explaining yeah, the basics of how it would work and some examples, and we will get into the real example of how to fork the project and get to the project. And to revert a comment. Okay, can you see here? Okay, let's say okay, I'll make a small example here. Let me see. Okay, let me just finish the introduction. Okay, so just not to get into that later. So yeah, and one of the advantages is there's no ownership restrictions, so everybody can just make the changes. Obviously, there's some people just reviewing the pull request and making sure that all test passes and you don't delete the whole repo and say okay commit to master and that's it. And yeah, that's it. There's a lot of open source projects that you work with and probably you don't know, like Kubernetes, Django, Node.js, LibreOffice, TensorFlow, WordPress, Mozilla Firefox, Linux, Apache, and all that technologies are open source and you can contribute to them. Okay, so let's get in our hands dirty. We will get into the first one. We will get an overview. Okay, so we will cover the comment thing and the revert comment. Okay, no worries. And I will just want to start by explaining a little bit the interface, how a project works, and all the tabs. Okay, so let's get this repo, for example. Is there any MLH patch? I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe they can add it. I don't know how these batches work. I think they're just added by GitHub, But that's a good question. You can ask in the Discord. Probably someone from the team can get to you with an answer. But yeah, that's a good idea actually. It could be fun to have here an MLH batch. Okay, so here we have. Let's choose a repo. Okay, let's choose a repo. This one. Okay, let's say this is not my repo. This is just a repo that I love and I want to contribute to. Okay, so here we have the documentation, the repo. Here we have the language. It's 100% Go. Basically, there's no front end or anything, because it's just an API client. Wallapop, if you don't know Wallapop, it's basically a website here in Spain where you can buy and sell stuff, like I don't know, like eBay or something like that. So basically, what this API client does is it allows you to include this this client to your project and get all the data from the website. Okay, an easy project. as I told you before, this is like the README I wrote. There's some, an installation, small installation part saying, okay, this is how you can install it. There's an example of running it. The API that's new. This is the user ID. You can find it, in the user's profile URL, blah, 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 and print the information and all that stuff. Okay. But the real example will be with another project that I have that it's basically a flight aggregator. You can search for flights and hotels there. So we will be doing the changes with that project. But in the other project, I don't have a README, and I wanted to show you the README actually. Okay, so let's get into the project we'll be working with. This will be, let me see, we can look for some flights API. Okay. So this is the open source project. Here, as we can see, there's some tables, some tabs. Code is basically the code, as you know. There's issues here. We can add some issues. Let's say we don't. I don't know. We well, I don't know. We so okay. I have Tintin here. Hello, MLH community. How are you? What is the session plan? What's the project that we are going to build in? Can you tell us more about it? Thanks, regards. Okay, let's get into that again. It's basically I was explaining how open source projects work, how you can contribute to them, and the importance of contributing to open source projects, and how you can monetize them. Okay, I said there was two ways of monetizing and getting paid. One of them is just getting companies to pay you. Can you share the repo URL? Um, Not this one, because this one is a private repo, but yes, this one. Okay, there you have the repo. Okay, so I was saying there were two ways of making money. One of them is basically just getting a job with what you build, and the companies you will get more chance to get hired because they will see they really love people contributing to open source projects. So that's a great plus. You'll get paid indirectly by getting the job. And the second one that is directly with donations. There's something in GitHub that supports developer or something like that that you can add to your profile. Okay, let's go to a random profile and see. And you can receive donations from people. Okay, so let's say this one. Sometimes some people add it and some people don't. But let's say into this. Okay, if now you can go here, billing plans, code spaces, applications, billing and plans, and then no. GitHub donation. GitHub sponsors. It's called. Okay, so your top dependencies. Okay, so as you can see, there's some people that have this sponsor, and if you contribute or you have created an open source project that a lot of people use or something, they can just sponsor you. And yeah, and it's monthly or just one time, and they can just choose to pay you, I don't know, $1 a month, select, and blah blah blah. And okay, there's no no information here, and you can just sponsor people, or people can sponsor you. So this is the direct way of getting paid with open source, or just getting something. Okay, so here we have the first tab. It's issues. Okay, so let's say I don't have time or something just to solve the issue at the moment, but I see a problem. I can see there's this case there's a problem with booking the flights from JFK. Okay, and here, this is the markdowns. It's the same as when you write a repo. Okay, this is if you use one, it's basically like the title. If you add two, title two, let's say. If you add three, title three. Okay, and in the preview you can see. So it's basically like when you write, you can see the styling with markdown. Well, you can just use this. Okay, so let's see. I have a list. Let's say I found an error with the booking. Okay, looking from, let's say a list of 3 airports: JFK, SFO, San Francisco. This stands for San Francisco. This is New York, and let's add another one. PMI, Palma de Mallorca. Okay, submit an issue. Okay, so here you can tag the issues with the labels and say, okay, it's a documentation issue, it's a duplicate, enhancement, WordPress issue, invalid, question, or whatever. Let's say it's a bug, okay? Because basically it's a bug, it doesn't allow people to do whatever. And projects, yeah, okay, that we have, because here you can add the board. There's something called projects here, as you can see. And basically this works like Jira. Did you use Jira anytime, or this, like this table with issues? Basically it's a dashboard with ticket issues, like in some different columns, like to do, in progress, in review, done, merge, or something. And when you when you create, like, or when you're working on a company, or I don't know, maybe in a hackathon or something, you just can make a table with different columns, like with tickets, let's say, yeah, issues, and to do, working in progress, or done, in review, deployed, or something. You can just start moving. Okay, so here you can specify which project are you referring to with this plug, and probably if you connect it, it will just generate a ticket in the dashboard saying, okay, hey, there's a bug with this description and this title. Okay, fix it as soon as possible. So yeah, no worries about that. Notifications. Okay, so now we have our first issue. If we go to this project now, you can see there's one issue. Okay, this is our open source project. Let's say we have this issue saying, okay, problem with booking from blah blah blah. Here we can add another one, and someone that maybe has time or something just can come here and say, okay, there's an issue here. Or let's say another person comments, it's normal, still not normal. JFK will not be I don't know, included. Okay, and say, okay, close with comment. Okay, so this issue is closed now because it was just a false alarm. Someone just said, okay, something's not working, but it's normal. JFK will not be included, so it's not an issue anymore. It's closed. So here you can see just the open one. If you hit close, you can see all the closed. Let's see this with Twitter, the Twitter algorithm. Can you see the letters? Or it's too small? Hope you can see it. Okay, so okay, hopefully you can see it. Okay, so here's in the Twitter issues. There's like 169 issues. Open and closed, there's 657. Okay, so let's go. Someone disable. Is this repo me? Not 20%. Okay, so I think just some trolls, because there's some real issues, but there's some issues like this. Why is there so much mask? Remove double mask. Yeah, this, as you can see, this is repo meme. Okay, no worries about that. That's close. Someone just said, okay, it's not an issue. Okay, so let's take this one. I found the memory leak SQL injection. Clean. Okay, so I think there's just some memes. Let's go to the real one. Here you can just see open ones. We should add my dog to the algorithm. Okay, let's go to another one because let's say Twitter is just a meme itself right now. So that's not a good example. Okay, to search for an open source project, we can just go here. I think I had a list. I searched a list. Okay, I searched for this list. Okay, it's just public repo with it's a awesome first pull request opportunities. It's basically some projects that are not that big and maybe are very understandable and some beginners can start adding some code to it. It's separated by different programming languages. So let's say, which one do you, which programming language are you most familiar with? Comments. Maybe you can search for. Okay, sure. I'm sharing the link here. Okay, there you have. Which programming languages are you most familiar with? JavaScript, Java, COBOL. Let's say, I don't know, JavaScript. Let's get to this one. Okay, so this one says the only sane way to build great bots, BotPress. Okay, let's go to this one. BotPress Cloud as the ultimate platform for building next generation chatbots and a system powered by OpenAI. Start building incredible systems. Okay, this is cool and looks not that bad. Okay, the integrations folder contains all our public and open source integrations. As you can see, there's an explanation. Sometimes there's no that much level of detail, as you can see. Okay, there's small description, getting started, integration, usage, and that's it. You know, you don't have like the functions, how they work, and all that stuff. But you can just start install the project, start using it in your local environment, and just start playing with it, and you will get used to it very fast. So let's see the issues. Okay, so here we have three issues. One of them says adding extra intercom webhook topic codes, infinite loops. Not sure which topic was the issue. Okay, so there's some people that found an issue. Let's see closed issues, see how they solved them. This is a test. Okay, uploading video or embedded Telegram channel question box. Okay. Okay, so here we have a problem. This spam keep coming across the zero in different projects running the last version of BotPress. This error forces the bot to restart, and after a few restarts, it stops. I know I do not have more than one instance of the bot running. I have recreated this error on multiple bots. Okay, install and configure blah blah blah. Telegram configuration. Start conversing with chatbot or leaving bot running 20 minutes. Okay, so here we have an answer. As I told you before, hey, I believe you're using BotPress version 12. We moved to the version 12 code bases in this repo. The current repo now contains the code of our new cloud product. You can check it out here. I will close the issue and let you reopen on the V12 repo. Feel free to reopen if you think I'm wrong. Okay, so this is closed. It has a message saying, okay, this is not an error. Don't worry. And that's it. So we covered the issues part. Okay, it's just basically issues that has cannot train chatbots, link broken to create DigitalOcean, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Okay, and now we go to the pull request. pull requests basically are when you make a change and say, okay, I have solved some problems in this code, and I will create a pull request. Basically, it's like saying, hey, can you confirm my code is right? And once someone confirms, then probably there's some CI/CD that runs the pipeline of tests. You'll get your code confirmed, saying, "Hey, okay, it's good code. There's no changes required. Let's merge this," and you get your pull request merged into the project. And yeah, let's see this one for example. Review required. Merging is blocked. Okay, that's because, as you can see, some of the tests failed. Test and E2E basically stands for end to end, and basically there's I explained that yesterday on a stream. But basically, end to end means that you're testing your the code from the beginning to the end. It's like recreating a real scenario, saying, okay, from the first part of the code to the end part of the program, I will test everything and how they work, how everything connects to each other, and until the end to see if I have an error. Okay, and unit testing is basically just testing small parts of the code, like functions, methods, and other stuff. Like small parts, you write a function doing some independent thing that doesn't require anything else from anywhere. You just unit test that and say, okay, it's working. And then there's integration tests that basically, as its name suggests, is an integration test. Making sure that the code integrates with everything and your function works with every dependent thing that it has. And then there's end-to-end tests. Okay, it's basically from start to the end. Test detail. Okay, as you can see, there's the test run process completed with exit code, and as you can see here, it says WordPress is unreachable after trying for 29 seconds. Reject. Okay, so here we have the testing crashed. So there's an error. This will not be merged. So review required. Okay, so if you go here and you see something, let's say I just saw this code. Okay, let me make this bigger. Well, bigger for me. For you, will be smaller. Okay, just like this. I think it's readable. Okay, so let's say this, what you see in red is the old changes, and what you see in green is the new changes. Okay, so this is the actual code, and this is the new code, the with the changes that you can see. This highlighted code with this blue green, this hard green is the changes. And let's say someone did this change, and I'm just reviewing some pull requests, and I said, okay, I don't like this. Okay, let's say, okay, and here you can see this plus. If you click this, you can add a review, right? Okay, here you can just put text. I will delete it. Obviously, just not to confuse these people. So let's say I don't like the change. Okay, just not to not disturb people, just put text one. Okay, so here you can format the text or whatever you need. Here you can see the preview and start a review. You can start an entire review that will just get like this part. You just get an editable part with comments and all that stuff. But in this case, we'll just add single comment. And as you can see, it will just highlight like this, okay? So if someone else is reviewing the code, we'll say, okay, obviously this has to be a real comment like, okay, I think this is not correct because you can do it this way or this way or this way. Okay, so Geoffrey, this can be a real example to one pull request. Let's check that. GitHub.com. Code DI. Yeah, yeah. Okay, first contribution. It says, let's check this one that Geoffrey gives us. For the project, for, okay, let's see the pull request. Okay, there's 11 posts. Okay, the README added. Okay, so for example, this one. Okay, let's see this one. Hey, thanks for contributing. Happy to have you here with us. Okay, so this sign that means that this pull request, like this one, this is one is open. As you can see here, the logo is like an arrow going to the main branch. It's just open and for review. And if well the people that get that maintain this repo, it could be one people or 100. They just accept this change. I'll just delete this real quick, just not to get this here. But you get the idea. Okay. Um. Okay. So this is the commits. Okay. And once the code is verified and it's working fine, it will just get merged into the main branch. And this change now, yeah, makes part of the main, the master branch. And everyone who wants to start working on the project, it will have your changes. Okay, so that's what basically open source is. So okay, let's get started with some code. Let me just share the whole screen here. Uh, 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 Let me share you the whole screen. Um, Stop sharing entire screen. Let's get. Do you think I could get this one here? Okay, we'll get this one. This should work fine. Okay, so mm, mm, can you see the code? Obviously, I think you can. I think you can. Oh, oh, okay, this is the GitHub. I'll create existing repo. Okay, I have my files. My files. Okay, there's no private files or anything. Okay, so I just, oops, how can I make this bigger? Just give me a sec. Advanced. Okay, can we do this bigger? Okay. Um, can you see the code? Or okay, we'll make it in the terminal because here you can't see it hopefully. So okay, so the changes we will make is here. Okay, this is our let's say we got this project. Okay, this Draco Flights API. Okay, so we have this project and we want to make some changes here. Okay, so basically what we need to do, can you see this fork here? This, okay, I cannot fork this because I'm the owner, and but if you, okay, hold, let's do this one. Okay, so we have bot press. We love this. And okay, so there's three here, three buttons. The first one is watch. Basically, it's whenever a change is made to this repo, if I click here, watch, you can see participating and mentions. Just they will notify me if someone mentions me. All activity, everyone who pulls a request, makes a pull request, or makes something, I will get informed. Ignore, it's basically just never been modified, just don't click it. And custom, you can custom when you get notified. Fork is the people who just forked. Fork is basically like cloning. Well, just getting the same code, but you know, just getting the repo. making like a copy of this repo to make changes. And okay, in this case, I will not. But yeah, it's just for the project into your profile. And start is just, hey, I like this. We'll just give it a start. Okay, as you can see, this one has 10,000 stars. That's how much. Okay, so once we have forked our project, okay, fork available, copy the master branch only. Okay, so this what we'll do is just we'll copy the master branch. Okay, so sometimes projects can have multiple branches. As you can see here, it has all these branches from different people, different I don't know, maybe people that was I don't know. Let's get this one. Okay, so this branch is 5 commits ahead, and if we click here, oops, okay, we can see the the difference between the main and the branch, the current branch. So the master will be the default one, the original, the deployed one, the production one. So in case you want them all, you just for the just deselect this, and it will get them all. But if not, copy the master branch only, create fork, and this will create in our profile a fork of this project. Okay, fork from blah blah blah. So in this case, we'll not be modifying this, but just to show you how you can fork a project and start working on it. Okay, so once you start working on it, you just go, you just clone the project into your local. You can do it by, let me see. Okay, just get this here. You can do it by git clone term command and just add the git repo. Let me see. Git clone to WordPress. Okay, you can do it this way. cd WordPress. Okay, here we can see all the changes and all the files of the WordPress project that we have in our repo. Or you can just uh, create a branch. Okay, so let's go back to our project that we're going to work on. CD flight API. Okay, so it's this one. We already have some changes here. Let me check. If you use git status, it's you can see the all the the changes that we've done. Okay, so someone was asking how to revert a comment. Basically, if you want to revert the comment, let's say we have the comments here. Okay, we have 27 comments. Let's say we want to revert this comment. Okay, to this comment, we just copy this, view comment details. Let's see. Okay, it has these changes. Blah blah blah. Next file currency. Okay, this was the comment. If we want to revert the comment, we can just get this comment in our project and hit git revert, and we click. Well, we introduce the commit code, and we would just revert the comment. I will not doing that because I have a lot of changes made after that. But yeah, basically you'll get the commit ID and choose the correct one. Obviously, you can then revert the revert, but it's not the best practice. Okay, so now we have some changes. If you want to see the changes detailed, it will be how to proceed in order to start making contributions to the open source project. Okay, that's what we're going to do right now. So let's say Git, if we use git diff, we get all these, all these changes. The red changes is the changes that we've deleted, and the green ones are the ones we added. Okay, so here we added a comment. Yeah. Okay, so this is the main changes that we have. In this case, let's say we cannot push into the main branch because a lot of in this case I can because I'm the owner, but in a lot of cases you can just push into the main branch. So in that yeah, in that case you should create a branch. It will be get checkout. If you did the Git essentials workshop, I I don't know who did it, but yeah, it was done some days ago, I think. Um, it's just git checkout, B, and you put the branch name. Okay. Uh, let's say it's book fix. Um, deleting. Well, improving code. Okay. Let's say we have this branch. Okay. So now we have our own branch. Okay. With these changes, we just move the changes that we've done in the main branch to our branch. So now we can make here the changes we want. Everything is no one can see this. No one can. This is not for. Sorry, sorry. This is not production. So okay, let's go to the project. Okay, so as you can see here, in the now I'm on my project. So basically, what this does, it's a flying booking, search and booking software API. Can you please share references, resources, open source project links in order to view it? Yeah, I shared before. As you can see in the chat, there's a link from Mungel on GitHub. It's called Awesome for Beginners. It's basically a list of open source repos that can you check and you can add changes to. So yeah, so this is the project, okay, that we going to make the changes on. So if we build this project and run it, we can see. Let's see what we can see. Okay, well, what we can see is basically some flying information and prices. Okay, this all this information is it's coming from Amadeus. It's basically a GDS, a global distribution system that manages and operates all the airlines and hotels, and where you can book all the flights and a lot of stuff. So so yeah, all this information is coming directly from there, and you have here we have some flights, okay, always stops as you can see, Barcelona to Zurich, Zurich to San Francisco, blah blah blah. This will take an hour and 50 minutes, uh, nearly 12 hours nearly, and this is 2 hours. And you can see all the information and the price here. Okay, it's ordered by price, so you can see the incrementing price. If we come here and we change like nonstop through, this what we'll do is it will just look for flights with no stops, like direct flights. Okay, so in this case we just have two. Okay, obviously because it's a catch, it's cached information. It's not in real time, and it's limited because it's just the testing environment. It's not production. But yeah, we can see here the flight number, here the cities, the dates, the hours, and the time. Okay, and the price, obviously, and we have here the airline. Okay, so this is Iberia. This is Lufthansa. This is LX. I don't know what it is. So yeah, and let's see what changes we can make to improve maybe this program. As I can see here, there's a lot of comments of useless things. Okay, so first of all, what we can do is start deleting these comments. Okay, let's say we don't need them. Handle request, we don't need this. Okay, let's see. Print destination available. Okay. Okay, let's see this one, if it works. Okay, this is basically a function that gets, okay, let's see this one, and what changes we can make here. Okay, why is that? Okay, I think that's. Oh, okay, 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 okay. We'll just leave it like this. I think this is not necessary. The This is not necessary. Okay, so this what we'll do is call this function called destination available from airport, and it will just get all the possible airports we can go from this one. Okay, from JFK. So let's see. If we run this again, go build Morocco flights. So okay, we will get a bunch of cities. Let's There's a function in the utils folder. It's called utils at pretty no. Let's see where we can find that function. Docs, not this one. Hotels, what format helpers. Pretty okay. API. It's from API. That pretty print structs. Okay. Yeah, this should fine. This should be fine. We build again the project and we launch it, and we can see all the available airports that we can go from JFK. Okay, in New York, we can go probably everywhere. Okay, okay, it's limited. Okay, so here, what changes we can make? Obviously, we don't need this for the execution. Just delete this. Okay, let's see what else we can change here. Travel class, max flight, max price. Okay, let's say non-stop. Okay, let's add a condition here. Say if search that non-stop is equal to nil, non-stop on. Okay, say it's empty. Okay, because it's a string. Okay, let's say we just add this non-stop, because if we delete this in this case and we don't have this condition, let's try this. It will just not work probably. Okay, we have an unexpected error because it's not recognizing the that is false. Okay, because it's empty and we don't want this condition to be. So if we add an if here, say okay, if nonstop is empty, like in this case, just set false, because that's what we want. Is if we don't provide that information, is that we don't want it. So, and now will just work, hopefully. Okay, so now it's working. So we can keep that change just to make it more minimal. And same with the children and the adults. Okay, so let's see if children is equal to nil, children dot zero, and the same if search infants 0. Okay. So okay, so hopefully, obviously the adult will be necessary, because if adult is 0, there cannot be children, because it's impossible to fly without an adult minimum. So let's say this one, max flights. Okay, we go with it. Currency code. Okay, let's say just like that. We can see here another comment. Let's see what it does. This basically, I'm doing it because it's a project that I worked on, so I know more or less a lot about the project and all the functions and all that stuff. But if you're just getting into it's your first time on a project and you don't know how to add all this, you probably just you probably would have to get deep into that project, read the code, test it a lot, just not to waste time. That's why I'm doing it with a project that I worked on. So, but yeah, if you're not familiar with the project, take your time to get into that project and see just close this and get your hands with it. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. I made these changes and I want to make some more changes. And search bar. What's this? This is not being used, so out. This is the handle request function. This handle request function can be in another file, let's say. I'll just put it in another file. Okay, so first of all, will be, let's say, API flights, and this will be request. Request.go, package API. This function will be here. In the main, you can just delete the function from here, add it here. API flights, that flight search endpoint. Okay, this should not be necessary anymore because it's in the same package. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so now we can create the function separate because here in the main project, it looks kind of off topic. Get flight orders, Amadeus. Okay, because here we have. Probably we can make this little, okay, let's make this a map here. And handle function. Let's make a map here. Endpoints. A map. String. And string. Okay. So, okay, flight search will be this endpoint, and let's say flight search confirmation. Okay, so we have these two here, and we can get posts. Okay, so we can just make a. Let's say we can make a for loop. Endpoints, endpoint, HTTP request, flight API. Let's see. Okay, so this function should not be here, obviously. Handle fine, and here we'll go just this. Okay, so we need to check which one is. Let's say we put here the same name, endpoint. This will be this function. Okay, so this will be this. Fine. Okay, it's quite confusing for the moment. We'll just keep it like this because we would need to make some other changes. Okay, so we have here the log. I think this will not be necessary. Let's see. Okay, and just skip it just for my information and to get that. Okay, so this, let's try if this works. Any question? Do you have any question? Okay, so let's say just these changes. Okay, let's go here and see these changes. Git status. So we have these changes made. Okay, we just hit git add. Okay, let me just hide this. Git add, git commit. Let's say cleaning some of the codes. So the comments must be okay. Let's have to put it upstream. Okay. So the comments must be descriptive because this will be a project that a lot of people will be working on, and that takes a lot of Okay. So now, as we can see, once we push our changes, we'll get this message here in GitHub or GitLab or whatever you're using. Same book fix. This is the branch that I was working on. Has recent pushes less than a minute ago. Okay, compare and pull request. So now we will see the comparing of the old code, the master code, and the new code. Okay, so there's a lot of changes, but yeah, mostly are coming deletes. So well, it's code that I've commented to delete before. So yeah, we have all these changes, and this part is changed with these conditions. Okay, so now we can see all our changes. In here, now we have to say, okay, um, reviewers. Here, what we can do is we can add people. For example, I'm alone in this project, but if it's a project that a lot of people have access to, so you can add here some maintainer reviewers. Say, I don't know, someone, and that person will get a notification to review the code, and we'll just get a check of, okay, or KO. And asking me, okay, it was assigned to me. Labels, this was the, let's say, good first issue. Okay, let's say it's this one. In this case, projects we don't have, milestones. Okay, so here we have to explain with details what was this change made for and why. Okay, so let's say the code was kind of full of comments, changes. Okay, let's put here this will make it. Okay, let's put this and here what we've changed. Okay, first of all, we've changed the comments. Delete necessary code, restructure, request, store change, request function. Okay, so now we have these two changes made. We just review. Okay, this code is kind of full. Okay, just delete this. Changes: delete unnecessary code, restructure, change, request function. Okay, so as we can see, this. Okay, try to delete this kind of files because I think they're actually generated by the IDE, like Visual Studio Code or whatever. So delete it before pushing it because it's it's a binary that will not get merged. So please delete that before pushing. So here we have the new file created with this number here, as you can see, is the number of lines changed or modified. So as you can see here, 17 lines. Okay, it's 17 lines, and all of them are new lines. So there's no red substitution. Okay, this binary should go out to the execution binary. And here, as you can see, there's 196 lines changed, and most of them are just deletions, you know. And as you can see, okay. Okay, so that's all what we have. We create the pull request, okay? You can create a draft pull request. Just if it's something that you're still working on and you just want people to keep reviewing it while you're working on it, or you can create, I think it's locked team. I think it's just available for requests. Okay, it's just available for an upgraded plan of GitHub, I think. So yeah, in this case, we'll just create a pull request. Okay, we create the pull request. Okay, so this is our first pull request. This is all the checks that will be checked. Okay, like all the tests, all the stuff that needs to be checked before this pull request can be at least reviewed because if they see like all the tests failing and all that stuff, just crashed, they will just comment to you, hey, can you solve the problems, and okay, so now we green. Okay, our commit is this one, clean some of the code. This Please, these descriptions have to be like more, descriptive, like okay, user logging bug fixed for password or something, or I don't know. So now again, here we can see all the files changed and the conversation. Okay, if someone just says, okay, I don't like this, you can do it better, change the structure again. Okay, if someone just here, you can see you can close the pull request with a comment as we did before in the example. You can just comment simply the pull request. Okay, so I will just leave the comment here, and obviously I'm the same person, but it will be another person. It will say, okay, you can do it better, change the structure again. Oh, and then I will be sad. I will be just quiet, changing again the code. So yeah, you can do it better, change. And if someone says, okay, now we can merge the pull request because I'm the owner, I'm a maintainer, but I'm a maintainer and I can do that. But if not, you cannot merge your own pull requests, probably, if you're not the owner or maintainer or something, because obviously that will be a mess because everybody will be, okay, my code is better than yours, so merge, and then we will have a mess in the main branch. So yeah, this is our change, and it's all okay. That's okay. Merging. Thanks for the contribution. Comments, merge pull request. Okay, and clean some. Oh yeah, confirm. Pull request successfully merged and closed. Okay, so now if we go to pull request again, we will see we have no open pull request and we have one closed. And that one closed is the same one that we just merged. Now, if we go to the code here, the code tab in the main file, this file we've changed this file and obviously this one and one of these files, as you can see here. 8 minutes ago, 8 minutes ago, 8 minutes ago, 8 minutes ago. Okay, so if we access the code, we can see that the clean code now. Okay, this is our changes that are in the main branch. Okay, so this branch is the default branch, the master branch. And if we go to the file, okay, let's say, oops, we go to the comments here. Okay, so we can see our commit 8 minutes ago and the merge pull request 1 minute ago. So we just go here. Oh, our code was inserted correctly. So this is our first pull request. Okay, this is deployment. This is update readme. This is no worries. This is from last year. It's just some testing I was doing. So yeah, basically that's the workflow. Make sure to know how to make sure to know okay, make sure to know how the project works and how to be able, because if you want to don't try to don't make changes like deleting comments or putting new spaces, because that's cool for, because if you're it will be more readable, the code, but that's not a real change and you'll be just wasting some pull requests or you wasting some good reviews and okay, and yeah, that's it. So don't do that. But if you but yeah, if you do some some great changes, even if they're not the best. They will just comment the pull request. They will say, okay, it's good. You can change this. You can change this. This also works for open source projects, but when you're working on more corporate way with a company, with a team, this will be the same. Okay, so it will be just you have a team, your team just make changes. I would love to show you something more like the GitLab, corporate GitLab, but I think there's a lot of code, so I cannot show. Um, that's a pity. But yeah, basically it's the same procedure, the same thing. So yeah, let's check. We had some cool projects that we. If you have any question, just ask. Did I miss something? You want to see something else? I think I covered a little bit all of the basics of how to create your own branch, get the changes done, submit them. Be sure to comment and make documentation. If you make some big changes on a great project, that's really cool. But make sure to go to the documentation, put there your changes, all of what you've changed, what could be changed in the future, what cannot be changed. So that keeps new developers coming into the open source world like more, you know, enthusiastic, let's say, because they will be, oh, okay, it's good documented, I can understand it, so I can start making changes. Because if you just have thousands of lines of code with no descriptions, with no comments, and it will be kind of, just motivating. So let's go here. Here you can find some great projects. If you go to, let's see the trending GitHub projects. Okay, Microsoft Azure ChatGPT. This, okay, so this is unleash the power of Azure OpenAI. Okay, so here we can see this project, for example. It's from Microsoft, it's open source. Let's see you can see some issues here. Possible to change the text limit, have few queries, pull requests. Adding GitHub authentication. Okay, so this is the pull request that this folk just opened. And here you can see the Microsoft comment, Studios, that review required. Okay, so here you can see where you can add some reviews to your folks and your teammates. So you can just add some comments. You can perform a smiley face when one approving. Okay, so merging is blocked now because it needs a reviewer, to say, hey, this is okay and this is not okay. This is just fine. This is, and probably the reviewer has to be some maintainer or someone that has permission to merge. It cannot be just my review. Okay, so even if I add a review, let's say just add a review here. Great. Start review. Finish review. Submit review. Let's see what will happen. Okay, so that's what they say here. At least one approving review is required by reviewers with right access. Okay, so this is people that can actually merge the project and not just regular people. Like, well, not they are regular people, but not people that just, because you can create two GitHub accounts and just make the changes, review it with the other account, and that's it. You have any question? I must explain that really well. If you have any question, but I think you might have. So once we're here, for example, book fix improve code. Okay, now if we go back to the main branch, hit checkout main. Okay, and now if in the main branch here in our local, we can see the old changes, obviously, because we didn't pull the changes from the repo. So if you hit git pull, we will get, okay, now the people that get the main branch will get our changes. Okay, as you can see here in the main go, we deleted like 1,000 lines. Okay, we have this new file. It should not be here, but okay. Um, so yeah, and this file should not be here. This should not be here, and this file. Let's do this file. Okay, it's this one. So yeah, we have this file. Um, any question? Let me see. Let's check some of the projects that I shared before. Uh, okay, so Geoffrey says, how we be a reviewer? I'm an approved reviewer. Probably there's some ways. One of them is to be the maintainer of the the repo. As I said, for example, for my project, I am the maintainer and the reviewer, so I can just review my changes and approve them and send them to the main branch. But if not, you can probably, let's see, you'll there's a few maintainers probably, because let's go to a project. I know, let's say Ethereum. You all know probably, okay, let's say the Microsoft one trending. Let's see if we can just get issues project. No, not this. Okay, so if we come here, okay, we can see the contributors. So the people that contributed, and I think you cannot see the like the owners or the people that have this kind of permissions. But if you just go to pull requests and you go to close and you go to merge, okay, so you can see here this was merged. Here we can probably see who did them. Okay, so this Hulk merged commit to the Microsoft main branch. So this Hulk has access to approve this project. Okay, so yeah, he's probably a Microsoft developer authorized or something. So yeah, these two participated. So this made the comment, and this all just merged. You can see them in here. But yeah, probably you should ask for permission in the organization. So for example, if I go to my project, can you give me your GitHub username, or can anyone give me his GitHub username? I can probably add you here somewhere. Mm, can anyone? I will check just the project. Give me your GitHub username. Okay, I have this one. Hello, folks. When will this live stream going to be uploaded on MLH YouTube channel? I think once I finish the broadcast, it will automatically send it to the to YouTube channel. So yeah. But yeah, soon we'll be finishing in a while, so you can see it again, or you can just check it on Twitch. Okay, so I have two usernames. I'll be adding Emery and Alpurnan. I'll just get a project that I don't I don't care about that much, because I don't want you to mess my projects and start putting some stuff. Okay, so I have to I have a couple of users. So if I want, let's say I'm Microsoft and I want to give you access to approve merger requests on the Shemary. Okay, so let's say I'm Microsoft. I want to add you as the reviewers to this project. This one is public. It's okay. It's a workshop that I did here for a Global Hack Week. So I'm going to settings. I will probably be going to collaborators. Okay, I just need to confirm here in my phone. Let's see, GitHub. I have the GitHub app. Okay, 17, right? Okay. So, okay, in here, manage access. I can give you access to these couple of people. Geo FF or Geoffrey LG. Okay, so this is Geoffrey. This is you. And Shemari. Let's add people. You have to accept. Um, okay, Geoffrey, you have to accept. You probably received a mail like, hey, do you want to be a contributor or something? And Mary, sorry for the pronunciation. Is this you, Mary? Please confirm. Okay, so Geoffrey just accepted. He's a collaborator. So let's see if you can. Okay, when members selected, remove access. Now you probably have access. Okay, let's add you. I'll be adding you. Let's see, action rules. Okay, I will add you. Abul Git, my username. Okay, I don't have Abul Git. Okay, sorry. I think I have. Okay, now. Which one are you? I think this one, probably. And let's add Sheti Varsha. Add to the repo. First one. Okay, so now you should create that. Can you fork this project, or I will create a pull request? Okay, I will create a pull request, and you can just try to. Okay, let's get this one. Main, your all branches, new branch, test one, create new branch. Okay, so I just created the new branch. So now I'll be going to my branch I created. I'll make some change. Okay, let's say I added import. Okay, this one. Okay, let's say you can make some. Yeah, try to create a pull request and forget create a pull request, and let's see if someone else can just comment it and review it and just merge it. Okay, so okay, I just add this comment changes. I will create a pull request too, so you can just try to compare and pull, create and pull. Okay, now if you go to the pull request, you will see the pull request I just uploaded called update main.go. So can you try to review it and merge it and see if you have access? Should I fork the main branch? Yeah, just the fork the main branch and create a new branch, or you can do it just here in the front end as I just did. Just go code, here in the branches, view all branches, create a new branch here with any name, and just to create a pull request. Just make any change on your branch, obviously. So let's see if you can make the changes. Let's see. Settings. We have collaborators. Okay, so you all accepted. So let's see, Geoffrey. Type. Okay, so collaborators. Probably you can now make some changes. Only invisible to anyone. Direct access or have access to this repository. So probably you can create pull request. Okay, so someone just merged my pull request. So yeah, you have permission now. So Shetty Vasha, thank you for reviewing the pull request. So now we can see that Shetty Vasha just merged my comment. So yeah, I'm reviewing the pull request. Great, great, great. You can add some just create some pull request and just try to add comments. Just you know, great job. Implemented should be avoided. Okay, thank you. So yeah, now for example, if Geoffrey just said that, I can just go back to my branch, okay, in case it was not merged yet. So I can see this comment and go and make some changes and push it again, okay? And the pull request will be open. There will be just some changes and some comments, and you can interact with different developers like, hey, you can change this, you can do that, you can do this better. And once it's okay, as Shadi Varsha did, you can just merge the request. So yeah, I'll not remove you. You can make some changes. You can work with this. If someone else wants to be a collaborator in this project, you can. Okay, so now here you can see contributors. It's me, and Shetty Varsha. It's just Shetty Varsha because she did a merge. So now she converted into a contributor. So yeah. Let's see if you have any questions. I'm reviewing the part. Yes, I did. Okay, so after forking the repo, comment guys. After forking the repo, you have to create a new branch because if you try to push commits to the main branch, you can because probably you don't have permission until I add you. So you have to create a new branch, make all your changes there. Just play with it, make any change, and then upload your branch. Open a pull request. Okay, you'll get here the message I showed before. Just open pull request. It will compare you the two different versions, and you just open the pull request, and some people will just review it and check it and close it. Okay. Oh, I see this. This is how it works. Yeah. Basically, this is in a small scale. But if you're working on some big projects, or I don't know, the Microsoft one, for example, this folk, as you can see, it has like, I don't know, 44 contributions, 11, 3. Let's see, 1,810 contributions. I don't understand. Okay, in private repositories. Okay, they're all private. Show more activity. Let's see, GitHub action sample. Yeah, well, basically that's the basics on how to interact with the different. That's pretty cool. You should get your hands into some first. You can probably just get some random dude GitHub. Let's say one of you. Let's check one of you. Where are you? Okay, Geoffrey or Shetibasha. Okay, so now we can. Sorry for exposing you, Geoffrey. But I can go to your repos, for example, and let's say you have okay, like this repo. Just added a sentence to README and created pull request. Didn't touch the code. No worries. You can touch the code. It was just for a workshop, so no worries. Let me see. Okay, let's check the. Okay, this is not. Okay, let's see the pull request. Okay, now we have two pull requests. Okay, update README. This is from Emery. Okay, let's see. Files changed. Okay, she just changed adding collaboration example. Okay, this is just what she added. So that's cool. Great job. Okay, great job. Oops. Okay, great job. Comment. Approve merging these changes. Submit and approve. So you're not making the double change. Confirm. Oops. Okay, so now we just have one pull request and there's two flows. Okay, the update README and the first that I created. So same with this one. For you folks that are in these contributors in this repo, you can create, change, review, merge, do whatever you want. So feel free to play with it. Okay, so why this happens? Okay, so now we can see that we have conflicts. Okay, so that's because when Shemari changed the README and I just merged the README, so now we cannot change this because the previous version is not this. So now the previous version like is the Shemari version because it's already in the main branch. So this is false. Okay, so this README is false. That's why there's a conflict here. Okay, so what you need to do is when you start working on a project or you want to do something, you have to how to resolve conflict. Okay, we will be doing this right now. So let's say you're working on the README. Okay, I just pushed pull up make a pull request and Shemari just accepts my pull request. Now I have my changes on the main branch. But Shetivarsha was working on this on previous of the Shemari changes. So Shemari changes are not here, and she's trying to make some changes on the old version. So there's easy ways. So you can click here, for example, resolve conflict, and you can see the two versions. Okay, so this is the Shemari version, and this is the sorry. Well, the other version, let's say. And you can see here the two changes. It says, okay, which one do you want? Okay. And basically what you can do here is just delete the two versions and keep, sorry, Shemari, just for testing purpose, and say, okay, I will keep this version because I don't like the other one. Mark, commit, is out of date, start, oh, okay. I think it's, there's some more changes. Okay, so now if we go to file change, we deleted this one is real. Okay, as you can see. Oh good. Oh, I just merged. No worries. So now we have the real previous version of the main branch. This is the Shemari changes, and this is the new changes. It's basically the changes from Shemari and from Kadvia. Sorry, or sorry. I remember the name. Sorry, it's too many names. So yeah. Review changes. It's cool. Leave comment and the request. What's that? You need to leave a comment. Okay. You let's say. Great. Comment. Pull request. Confirm. This should be fine now. Okay. Now successfully merged. If we go to the main branch now, and we go to the README. Okay, now we can see the two changes. Okay, the two changes from the Shedivarsha and from Shemeri. It's really cool. Yeah. Okay, great. Glad to hear that. So yeah, basically this is open source. What open source is all about is basically getting some different projects. Let's go to Shedivarsha, for example, or Jeffrey. Okay, now we can see she just clone this. Sorry, she just fork this repo. Now it's in Copper file, and let's say, okay, I want to make some changes here. Okay, let's say I can just come here, view all branches. Probably I cannot create a branch because I have to fork it. Fork, okay, copy the branch. I'll try to make a change in your repo, and let's see. Okay, uh, uh, uh. Okay, view all branches, new branch, new file, test. Okay, create new branch. Yeah, yeah, it is actually. Now, basically, let's see if I can make some changes here. Okay, I will go to my branch that I created. This is not affecting the real repository. So I'll just go here and edit whatever I want, because if it's not merged, it doesn't exist. I will just put like extra two spaces. Extra spaces. Thanks for your portfolio. Okay, commit changes. Now, if I come here, I will get this message: compare and pull request. Add as my maintenance, create pull request. Okay, now you'll get this pull request. Okay, pull request. Now you can see my pull request here, and you can, okay, as you can see, I cannot merge it because I don't have access, because I'm not a maintainer of this repo. But Shemari can just make some say, okay, I love your change. Basically, it's some extra spaces, and Shemari, sorry, and Shetivarsha, sorry, can accept my changes, and just merge them, and I will get my changes into Shetivarsha profile. Uh, I barely need help in my reading. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny. Um, college guys, share your link. Okay. Oh, okay. So thanks, Shemari. Shruti Varsha. You should probably definitely go check that stream if you want to master your your README abilities. So great, great, great. I confirmed your merge. Great. Let's see. Let's see. This is what it was. Okay, it's here. Read repos. Okay. Yay! Now if you can see, there's no pull request open. There's just one closed, and it's my change. So yeah, if you come here, it was changed 2 minutes ago, and if we go to the comments, we can see my change. Saying, "Hey, I just updated this. Do you like it?" If Shativarsha says, "I don't like your change," Shativarsha can just close the pull request and say, "Okay, I can even block you from making more changes." So Shativarsha just merged the pull request. So my changes are on Shativarsha's repo. So great. Great, thank you, thank you, thank you. Did you like it? Do you think it's thanks a lot. I've been trying to learn everything about pull requests and resolving conflicts. Yeah, resolving conflicts. When you get into more complex, this is why teamwork is really important, because you can talk with people and say, hey, I'll be working on this problem, and you can be working on this problem and this problem, not to get this conflict. And if you get conflicts, it's not a bad thing, problem, because if you get conflicts with the same change from two different people, you can sit and talk with that people, say, okay, I did this change and you did this change, we have a conflict. Let's say which one is best and which one is the most performing one. Okay, so if your change performs better, the other person will say, okay, I see what you did, and I like it more, and it's more optimistic, optimal. Sorry, not optimistic. Sorry. Um, and just get all these people working together. So this is what open source is about, basically. So once you get into more big projects and you want to learn more, so you can get more advanced. I don't know. Let's say, as I said, conflict solving, issues and all that stuff. But yeah, it's I think it's a great start. Just make small changes in small, get some changes in hackathon colleagues. Just check their profiles, see what's going on, their projects, what you can contribute to that project. For example, Geoffrey, I like what he did here. You know, but let's say I don't like exactly this part, and I want to say suggest something. Hey, don't put dot match information because it's confusing or something. I can just open a pull request, and if Geoffrey likes it, um, Geoffrey can just accept it. Can you just run over how to create issues again? Yeah, sure. Let's say here, for example, you go to issues. There's this tab here, and you just create new issue. Okay. Issues basically it's not a code change. It's basically an issue that you want to point. Okay. So let's say I see that papers, the scrapping is not working. Okay. Let's say you don't have time, or I don't know, you don't want to make the change, but you want to make the issue visible for the people, so anyone can take this issue and create a branch and work on it and then merge it. So the scrapping is not working, and you can say the website, the website is too slow when okay, the website scrapping is too slow when it's that PHP website. Okay, let's say it can be, and here you can say, here is in YouTube. You can just okay, and here you can just give some more details. Okay, you can make an analysis like, I tried to blah 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 to and submit new issue. Okay, and here you can assign someone. For example, I have this issue, and I think that Shetivarsha can solve it. Okay, I can just assign it to Shetivarsha. So this is Shetivarsha will get this issue assigned, because I think it's something that Shetivarsha can work on better. Labels, let's say it's a book. Okay, I will just create another issue. Okay, I just got this issue. Just let you work on it, and I have another issue with scraping that JavaScript. Okay, let's say, and I think who can do it better, Geoffrey or yeah, Abul. Abul can work on this. I think Abul and Geoffrey. Okay, I can add more people. So I think Geoffrey and Abul can work on this and get some cool solution. So I'll just put enhancement, new feature or request, scrapping. Let's start scrapping the JS files too. Submit new issue. Okay, so now Abul and Geoffrey will probably receive a notification or a mail or something. I'll say, hey, this issue was assigned to you. Check it. So this is the issue that we have. For example, in this project, I have this issue. Let's say I'm the manager of the team, or I don't know, I just don't know how to code, but I see these issues, and I say, hey, change this issue. Maybe you can get something. Try to be descriptive and give some more comments. And if you can make an analysis, like, okay, I saw this problem occurring with Mozilla Firefox. I've tried Google Chrome and it works fine, and I tried Safari and it works fine, but it slows down. Just to give a context and more perspective, and so the people can just get that issue and start working on it, and not to make an analysis again, because maybe it's something just in your computer. And yeah, try to be descriptive. And I recommend you to make, as I said, small changes in your teammates' profiles, and maybe in the README, whatever, you can just create a fork the project that you want and make some changes per request. um, Talk with that people, with that person. Say, hey, I did these changes, I like your profile, I think you're doing great. Or even companies, there's companies that have open source projects that you can contribute to, and then they can even hire you. So if they like how you develop and how you get solutions done, so it's a great thing to do and to learn. So yeah, hope you liked it. I'm running out of time. I think there's someone coming next. It is important to read the contribution file though. Read the contributing. Yeah, yeah. There's some organizations or projects that have a contribution file. Basically, what it says is, okay, you have to write code this way, and the functions must have this kind of nomenclature. Okay, so pull requests should be this way, issues should be done this way, and that what it does is keeps it uh, uniform. I think, yeah, uniform. Like so everybody can, when I see an issue starting with book fix slash, like, let's say, I say, okay, all book fix slash book problem, this will be a bug. Okay, so if I just keep this nomenclature thing and all that stuff, and the project has a structure, and all these things have a specific way to work with, uh, that's a really good point, because it makes things more smooth. Rules is how I would say it for contributing to a specific project, but I don't know. Rules is how I would say it for contributing. Yeah. I think that was your question. Like, if it's important to read the contributing file. It's important, and if you have a personal, a big project that you want more people to work on. As I said, I have, for example, this one I've been working on. I just have the README. So, for example, let's say, okay, okay, I have this one. Okay, so I wrote the README. For example, if someone wants to start working on this project, can see like all the functions, how they work, some examples, how functions, what they return, um, you know, and yeah, a README is important. Contributing file is important. Always important, just to know how it works and how you can make better changes. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. Hope you had fun. Um, so yeah, thank you, and hope you learned something. Today I'll be doing late, well, in some, I don't know, 7 hours or so. Um, I will be doing some. Yeah, thank you so much, Shamari, for being here. I will just leave you as a contributor, so you can make the changes you want in this repo. You can do whatever you want. So yeah, thank you so much, and see you today. I'll be doing a workshop about the third part of SQL, introduction to SQL. So feel free to check in. If you didn't check in to this one, just check in to the next one too, to get a reminder. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Abdul. Thank you, Shamari. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, um, everyone. Thank you. Have a great day and great hacking. Hey, okay, so I commit one thing for the issue number 5 ticket. Okay, I'll take it right now. Thank you so much. Have a great day and a great hacking. Thank you. I'll just read the thank you messages. Okay, great. Thank you. Have a great day.